Hi guys. Hello, hello. All right, so Virgos, happy almost year of the snake, right? As we move into 2025, that will be the year of the snake. Now, granted, that doesn't really begin until Chinese New Year, which this year begins on January the 29th, which also happens to be our next new moon. You guys know that today is actually the black moon, which is our second new moon in a single month. So we got a lot of new moon energy, which is so perfect just because we are talking about the year of the snake, which is about mysticism. It's about transformation. It's about wisdom. Now, one thing I will say is Virgos, I've already done a Virgo video. It got a little bit long. It was a fascinating storyline, or at least I thought it was amazing. And I don't know that it'll be for everyone who would want to hear it. That video got long, so it is actually still processing. It may not come out until tomorrow. You'll know that I recorded it today, though, simply because I'm in my same snaky attire. By the way, yes, I will. I will definitely uh, tag these products for you guys. I know a lot of you like some of the different backdrops. I found one that's similar to this, not exactly what I've got, but similar, that I'll tag for you. Also, this deck, which is kind of a little bit of a harder one to find, one of my favorites. So that, Jules, all that, I'll tag stuff for you if I possibly can, if I can find it or something so close to it. So, what is a message for Year of the Snake for Virgo? Eight of Pentacles in the reverse. There's letting go of some kind of an argument, some kind of a, working towards something. Like if we're having to fight for peace all the time, this says no, Virgo's not going to be fighting another lion for peace. They're stepping away from anything that becomes inflammatory, that becomes conflict, that becomes the energy of, problem or distance. We have the Hanged Man, we have the King of Pentacles. So far, by the way, this storyline is coming out differently than the other. The other one is one of the best stories I've seen in a long time, especially for my Virgos. But it's very spiritual, and it's like Virgo has like some very amazing role to play in 2025. So don't miss that if it sounds enticing. But this storyline feels a little bit more like nuts and bolts, more rudimentary almost. If 2025 is the year where Virgo does not keep fighting, they walk away from inflammatory things, they don't put their energy towards something that would be conflict in the name of trying to create peace. Instead, with the Hanged Man here, this is looking at the world through a different lens. It can be about taking things a little slower. It can be about being okay with allowing processes to take more time. And it's about the perspective of, with the King of Discs. And number one, I think Virgo's going to eat slower, maybe let food settle more. Maybe they're going to have more candlelight dinners with friends, sitting around, chit-chatting, nibbling things, spending more investment of time, allowing investment of time before great ideas really take shape, being more comfortable with the fact that good things in life have to grow. Almost everything, the best sauces, the best spaghetti sauces, you got to simmer for a long time. The best relationships you build sometimes over time as you build and develop, trust. The way that we accrue interest and wisdom and knowledge is through study and through application and through years of, perfecting whatever it is that we're learning about. So to be more comfortable with delays, right down to, hey, really digesting yummy, good food, that can take time also. So give things time. This is about how Virgo looks at abundance and how they look at creating a life that would really be, how do I want to say it? A life where they use their energy more wisely. I'm picturing right now somebody who says, I don't want to expend all my energy to demand that something has to happen now, that maybe I put things into the works and now I have to just let things evolve. So it feels like Virgo is relaxing a little bit in 2025. Tell me about, by the way, there could be an important either King of Pentacles here or so possibly Virgo, Capricorn, or Taurus, heavy on the Capricorn possibly, but also possibly a powerful Pisces, or this is more denoting the way emotions are going to be handled by Virgo. giving themselves full range of emotions, let myself experience all the emotions and just see how I feel after a few days pass. We have got the Eight of Cups, we've got the Hermit, and we got the Knight of Cups. In other matters in 2025, I think Virgo is really going to take their time in romance, take their time in falling in love, take their time in loving another person, take their time in pursuing the things that they love, not even, like heart-centered, person to person romance, but rather what kinds of things is Virgo interested in. I think they'll be empowered enough and brave enough to say, if I want to learn something new, I'm going to feel like a kid, which means I don't expect so much of myself. I'm allowed to just process things, learn things in 2025 and enjoy the journey of it and be delighted with the information that I learn. Kind of feel like it's going to be a year where Virgo comes across as like very childlike when it comes to being interested in things. Kids get so excited when they learn new information and they can get so intrigued by new things. And I really think that that sense of wonder is going to serve Virgo well this year. The introspection, knowing that no matter how old we are, there's still stuff that we're new to. There's still stuff that we're going to learn. And instead of feeling ill at ease, out of place, or like, God, I should already know this. Now I'm stressing out because I'm X amount of years old. How come I don't already have all the answers? This Virgo, the vibe for 2025 is like, isn't this awesome? There's so much more to learn about. There's so much more to know. I can't wait to kind of turn this information around and around in my mind until I, like grasp it. I think that this is going to be a year where Virgo learns some new tricks, possibly in the realm of romance. And Virgo might do something kind of brave in romance in 2025. They may make a pretty big offering to someone. They may choose to open up their heart to somebody. Let me just take a look and say what else is going to be, how do I want to say it, like either important to Virgo or play a big role in Virgo's world in 2025. We have got the Action of Swords, and we have the Divine Feminine, which is, or Sacred Feminine, which is a mother figure. There could be a strong sense of maybe Virgo creates a better bond with a feminine role model in their life, or this is Virgo stepping into Empress energy. I don't know though, because I see that Virgo, for this storyline in their own personal endeavors, this Virgo seems to be curious and interested in things, but I'm wondering if they make a really nice connection and a deep understanding of like the true value of either some wise feminine in their life, somebody who's given them like a really great inherited gift or a piece of wisdom that Virgo might really like soak that in very thoroughly. It could be the gift of the Divine Feminine, which by the way, this does connect back to the other Virgo video. Gosh, I hope that one processes tonight, just because it would be nice to be able to flow now that we see this. And this feels like it's connected to the other one. It would be nice to be able to seamlessly, make that one pop up on your screen at the end of this video, but I don't know if it'll be available tonight. The Star, we're moving into the terrain of like, Virgo may have the gift of healing. Virgo may have a divine inherited gift that surfaces this year. And it comes from, first off, a Virgo who is really like, just kind of good at meeting people where they're at, good at sitting in patience and allowing things to be what they are, good at offering their true emotions and true interest in things. And then we see Virgo maybe recognizing maybe that is a gift of patience passed on from a grandmother figure. Whether it's masculine or feminine is irrelevant, but this is the gift of the nurturing energy of the Divine Feminine. And it just feels like Virgo is understanding some truth about like either the role model that they had in their life who has encouraged them to be patient and kind, or this is Virgo recognizing these are the attributes of a mother or grandmother figure or someone like that. And they're realizing, oh my God, I don't know how this is happening, but it feels like that's being passed into me right now. I'm understanding it, and now I'm exhibiting that as well. I'm exuding that. This is going to be instrumental in helping Virgo reach new sense of peace, personal empowerment and reaching tremendous goals. I feel like Virgo's like overall wisdom is going to increase exponentially in this year, but so too is their contentment. So let me just look in matters of, let's say, anything anything else unrelated to this. How is Virgo's 2025 going to shape up? Okay, Nine of Swords. We may have some moment in 2025 where Virgo either needs to give support to someone, or they see someone else in distress, or Virgo has their own moments of stress but gains support. It is about not being alone. In 2025, it's about when we're hurting or we're stressed, this is not a year to stay silent. It's a year to reach out and say, I could use a friend right now. It's a year where other people are going to reach out to Virgo, and Virgo's going to be the one who's like, oh, babe, I got you. I'm coming over with the Ben and Jerry's ice cream. I'll be there in 5. It's a year of like, when there are moments of stress, we don't shoulder it alone. This is not a year where everybody's an island. This is a year where Virgo and the people in their life are going to lean on each other. People are going to come together a lot more in Virgo's world. And Virgo might be the one who facilitates that. But this is going to be a two-way street. It's not just Virgo only gives, but when Virgo needs something, Virgo will have the same kind of support around them. This is beautiful. This is very much about, it's a year for interactions. It's a year for, and joyful interactions. I do see a lot more, Virgo could take a vacation with a friend or a group of family members or something. They could, go rafting, go down the river, go to some inner tube park, go to a water slide park, whatever, deep sea fishing, go someplace out to the water, go on a vacation, go on a cruise. But there is something about like, enjoying life's adventures, not just having stress, but replacing stressful moments with companionship and then people that we actually enjoy the journey of life with. I do feel like there's more time to sit and nibble and, eat at tapas bars or talk late into the night, sipping wine. There's a time in 2025 where I think that's going to be, we run through spells in life sometimes where we're like, oh, I remember I was so into sports for a while. And so all of my friends were, people I played softball with. And that's what I did, for three summers in a row. Every time when I got off work, I'd rush over and play softball. I never did, by the way, I suck. But let's say this character, right? This is all about fictional characters, not about Kate, but I didn't want to pretend like I'm good at sports when I suck. But this is like maybe a character had a time frame when they did more of that. Now their downtime or the things that really stand out to them, the things that they're really going to thoroughly enjoy is when they sit together with friends, with people that they care about, just shooting the breeze and enjoying the evening breeze. I'm picturing a lot of outdoors, sitting on balconies, on patios, just late into the night, no TVs on, maybe some soft music, but just enjoying companionship. This is I love this. It sounds very Mediterranean. We have a 9 of Cups. It's a year for a lot of personal satisfaction. Things that Virgo began in 2024 are perhaps going to be unveiled. Things Virgo didn't even know they put in action in 2024 because we've got a sleeping dragon here. 2024 has been year of the dragon. 2025 is year of the snake. And that's when we shed an old skin. That's when things get revealed that were previously hidden. That's where things change. So I'm going to say there's a lot of happiness that maybe Virgo planted the seeds for or tucked something away for a rainy day. I feel like projects and talents and things that Virgo have finished in 2024 could be amazing. Virgo could feel like they're ahead of the ball game in 2025. If they started remodeling something, if they started, going through and cleaning out the garage, but they didn't finish, it's like, yeah, but they're 2/3 of the way done. That makes 2025's projects more than, halfway complete. That's really exciting. We have got the King of Cups. We could have new love also on the horizon, or a very emotional companionship that is very possible. This could be somebody who has a deep need for Virgo's energy in their life, because we do have the devil associated with them, and we have the 7 of Cups. We do have a figure that is loving and warm, but also possibly The reason they might really need Virgo's energy is because they've had, you look at his face, he's not happy, right? But this is a beautiful person. This is a loving person, but he may have not known a lot of kindness. He may have some, negative assumptions about himself or about life. And it's not saying that Virgo has to say like, okay, come into my, broken heart workshop and let me fix you up, because that's what I do here, like a mechanic only for, broken hearts. But it does say Virgo may have some really unique abilities. Virgo comes across as very mystical, which is an element of, you know, 2025 anyway. But if they either mystify this person, I feel like this individual is going to be caught off guard. I think even if they've been bitter, they've been embittered by life, they've been kind of pissed off with life. Something about meeting Virgo and Virgo's kind of unique quirks of childlike interest and maybe some, I don't know, I feel like this is a Virgo who's got some funny ideas about the way they express the world or about the things that they pop off the top of their head. They may have, we've talked about Virgo having like a curiosity to them this year and a vitality to them and kind of like this youthful childlike behavior, but also a profound like old soul wisdom. It's a funny blend for Virgo this year where they're youthful and they're wise beyond their years and they're kind of mystical, and they may be just what somebody who previously was kind of hard-hearted over the way life has treated them. This person, this King of Cups, may need to meet somebody like Virgo that kind of gets them out of their rut of negativity. Because I think this person's very soft-hearted when it comes to Virgo. They may be a bastard to everybody else, but I feel like they have a very soft spot in their heart for Virgo and the mystery of what Virgo is to them. It's a very interesting spin on this. I almost think that Virgo is going to like soften somebody's, like, I'm picturing somebody with big old huge calloused heels, and Virgo's gentleness is and interests and the way Virgo lives their life is both mysterious and alluring to this person. I think they fall in love with Virgo. And possibly Virgo represents hope for them. That's what this card is hope. A lot of growth in 2025. Virgo, in this storyline, Virgo comes across as an absolute sweetheart. We didn't talk about exes because they didn't show up. We didn't talk about, like blockages, because we don't really see that. What we see is life's always going to have moments of hurt, pain, blockages, disappointments, things like that. But we just got a much bigger overview of, this is probably that card that just denotes Virgo's not dealing with blockages. They're not pouring their energy into fighting for peace. So if this was an ex where Virgo went toe to toe with somebody and it was always like they were fighting with someone, saying, well, someday if we just fight this out long enough, we'll be able to have a happy relationship. Virgo's not down with that in 2025. That, at least from what I can see here. All right, you guys, thank you so much for being here. Thanks so much for giving it a thumbs up and subscribing. Really appreciate you guys. Thank you so much, Virgo, for all you guys bring into my world. Thank you for being a part of my channel. Thank you for subscribing. Virgos are, I think, probably my biggest watch group, and I am a double Virgo and then have it all over on my chart. I have so much Virgo, it's ridiculous, and 2 yods. And I always say I care more about North Node placements, so than my sun and rising signs. But it is funny because I always say I don't feel much like a Virgo, and then I do some really Virgo stuff. All right, you guys, thanks for being here. Bye.